And welcome back to episode number 18 of the Hive podcast. I'm your host, Jagger Ignashevsky, alongside my co-host, Tommy. And as you can see, football's back. We're in week one. About
Yes,
damn time.
sir.
Tommy, how
Yes,
are you
sir.
feeling?
Feeling pretty good for a Monday.
Especially after a Green Bay win.
Victory
bet.
Monday.
Yeah. Proves that we'll get into all that later, but it kind of proves that the Bears are still the Bears. Shout out Max, because your team fucking sucks. But hey, I mean, Vikings also lost to a Baker Mayfield. But hey, it is what it is. Shit happens. It's week one. But we'll get into some of that recap later. So but yeah, kind of doing a little recap of how what we've been up to these last couple weeks. It's been a while since we posted. We just kind of been caught up in busy things, work, school, all that jazz. So I'm not the one in school though. It's this sucker over here. But anyway, so yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Staying working, staying busy, hitting the gym a little more than what I have been. I'm on a cut right now. I'm down to 205 and I started at 220. So we're doing pretty solid now.
We are getting there.
I want to get down to 190, see what that's like again.
Hey.
But and then bulk up, see how that goes. But other than that, watching football, man. My fiance's little brother just started playing a couple weeks ago, and he's doing pretty good. Tommy's stroking his goatee.
I think I fucked up my goatee. That's fine.
But yeah, we're living. Also, it was my birthday just this last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Your boy is now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Hey.
Shout out T Swift. But yeah, and then my lady also just turned 24. So yeah, we're chilling. Watched the game yesterday, and I'm glad it's football season. I'm glad it's back. So but Tommy, on to you. How the fuck have you been? What you been up to?
I'm doing good. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I told you on your birthday, but I wanted to say it again.
Like 3 times.
Yeah. Tell Megan happy birthday.
Will do.
I forgot to tell her that on her birthday. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good. School's been getting there, doing good in my classes. I finally got myself into a routine that I didn't have in previous years. Yeah, but well, that's a discussion for a completely different time. Yeah.
Okay.
I went to go see Emma this weekend. She's teaching 6th grade science. She's having a blast with it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It's a bit of a sarcasm, but also it is a blast. But yeah, but yeah,
well, it's 2 forms of blast, huh?
Oh yeah, two forms. Hey,
he understood it.
But yeah, these past couple weeks have been a little busy. I've been trying to get around a decent work schedule that will fit me in my study time that won't totally affect me with that. And I'm trying to get a job at the dealership here in town to get a little bit of work experience. So
awesome.
Yeah,
mechanics, right?
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
I applied for a lube tech at the Chevy dealer.
I can be your lube tech, buddy. It's
Bro.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, kind of one more thing I forgot to bring up. Just this last week. Well, I've been with Megan for about 5.5 years now, over 5.5. And every time I bring up, like, do you want to watch like Star Wars or something? She's like, no. Like, every girl reacts to Star Wars. No, that's lame. It's geeky. Hold on, I'm getting there. She's like, no, that stuff's for losers. And oh my God, why would anybody watch that? It's sort of nerds. And I finally sat her down to watch The Phantom Menace. And now she can't fucking get enough of it, man. I got her hooked. I finally got her hooked. And
that's cool.
We finished episode 1, Phantom Menace, in one night. And then the next night, she was like, can we watch Star Wars? And I was like, fuck yeah. So we watched Attack of the Clones and we watched
the third one,
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. So the third one, and then went to bed that night, and then that next morning we went out and had like a little coffee date, and then did some grocery shopping, and then she's like, "I really want to watch Star Wars. Can we go home and watch Star Wars?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah! All right." So we watched the new. So then we binged the next trilogy all in one day, and I think we even got onto A Force Awakens, and I'm having her like do ratings of all of them too, and out of 10, and yeah, she's fucking loving them. So
does she like?
I had her watch the Kenobi series too.
Oh,
that's just good. I fucking love Kenobi.
Have her watch Rogue One, because that's like in between 3 and 4.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna do that after we watch all the like main movies, I guess, so to speak, and we'll watch Mando and Boba Fett and Ahsoka. I haven't even watched Ahsoka, and for those that haven't watched it and you don't want to hear anything, cover your ears. It's shit. That's what I've heard. I've only heard that it's bad, and I haven't heard anything good about it. So, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else you want to bring up, Tommy?
Not really. I do want to say one thing real quick. I was going to have something shipped to you as a birthday present from me. But for some reason the order didn't go through. So I'm gonna be bringing it up with you next time we go up to Seagate, which we will talk about in the later half of the episode. And
you've Venmoed me $5 for a drink, bro. That's good enough. It's okay. But I mean, shit. I mean, I'm not gonna refuse it.
Yep. And then just a little bit, we always talk about, I want to say, anyone who's new, we will be talking about sports, specifically a lot of NFL stuff and shenanigans topics that I think Jagger and I are looking forward to. Lots
of NFL talk, especially on week 1. I don't even know if we'll have time to get to any other different sports, so we might have to.
I think so.
So sorry, NBA and MLB and NHL and shit. So, but yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah,
take over.
But as always, we have drink of the day. It's time. Yeah. It's that time.
Indubitably, it's about that time. I feel like it's been a while since I've had an energy drink from here, and I'm all zippy and zappy, and I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, I want to drink it. So,
did I guess first last time, or
bro? I have no clue. So we'll just go off of. How about whoever does the introductions? Guesses first.
Guesses first. All right. So you did.
I'll guess yours first. How about that?
All right. Cool. That works out.
We'll do a steady doozy. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You got Mountain Dew, right?
I do have a Mountain Dew.
And for those that don't know about drink of the day, I typically have a Reign. Tommy over here typically has a Mountain Dew. And we get 3 guesses. Look above Tommy's head.
If you can't tell, I'm an avid Mountain Dew drinker.
He's a fiend. But anyways, so yeah, we get 3 guesses or 3 yes or no questions, and then a final guess. And sometimes we'll not follow the rules of yes or no questions, but hey, it's what it is. But so basically just 4 questions, kind of giving us an idea of what they have, and then a final guess. 3 questions, final guess, yeah. And but yeah, so I'll guess what Tommy has. Tommy's got a Mountain Dew today.
I do.
From my understanding. So we're gonna start out with the basic question: is it an original flavor of Mountain Dew? Meaning, is it the original, Code Red, Voltage, or Live Wire?
It is one of those 4. Yes.
I don't know what that was, but all right. It's a Monday. What does Tommy like on a Monday? Is this Mountain Dew considered more on the colder side of colors, meaning a green or a blue?
Yes, I would say that.
That narrows it down to 2, ladies and gentlemen. So I can get. Right now, what I can do is I can guess one of them, and if it's not that, then I can guess the other one. But I mean, this is kind of. Either way, I feel like I'm gonna get this. I don't know how to ask this question. Whatever. Is it an original Mountain Dew?
Yes, it is.
I got it in 3.
It's in a
got
can.
it in 3. Let's go.
It's in a can because
it's a Monday. It seems like an original Mountain Dew type of day.
It's in a can because I forgot to, even though I went to the store and the gas station twice today, I forgot to get a bottle, but it's okay.
You know, they're starting to get Mountain Dew Hearts in Minnesota now.
Hey.
Mainly up in the cities, but I picked up a 12-pack while I was up there last weekend.
Had a boy.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's another win on my. Let me. What's today's episode 18?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Mountain Dew Hearts, that was a little sad news. They are switching now. They're taking out black cherry and they're putting in the live wire in the 12-pack.
I saw that.
Well,
I fucking saw that. Yeah, I fucking saw that because there's a case where it was all the original hard flavors. And then I saw one where it was live wire, and I was like, "Ooh, let me get that one." So I grabbed it, but then I realized the red one wasn't in there, and I was like, "Fuck that! I don't want that. I want the."
I know.
The reds. That's my favorite.
It is mine.
I was like, I like it more than live wire, but like, if anything, they should get rid of the fucking watermelon.
The watermelon one is
like nobody like goes out of their way and gets the watermelon one, right?
I know the only one who likes it probably more.
The women
is Teresa,
Megan
Emma,
too,
and Emma sometimes,
and Megan.
Dude, we gotta start a fucking revolt, bro. We gotta have them have.
We can't take a stand for this shit, man.
I know we
people
have
taking out the Bush Apple. They're taking out the Red Mountain Dew.
Hard.
I
hate this.
What's next? They're gonna piss in our mouths and say that Jack Daniels is no longer a thing or something. Like
they're gonna piss. They're just gonna piss in a bottle and say, "Hey, this is Jack beer."
Jack beer. Oh, don't tell me that. Don't even tell me that.
It's a rumor.
Ridiculous.
It's not true. It's not true.
Ridiculous.
Alrighty.
Rumor started by us.
Rumor started by us. Do not carry it on, ladies and gentlemen. But,
all right, Tommy. I believe it's your turn.
It is my turn. You have a reign today, as you do every episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Is this rain in a black can? I know I ask this all the time, but
this can do be in a black can.
Alrighty, cool.
Scooby Dooby Dooby.
Scooby Dooby Dooby. Alrighty.
My feet fucking stink. All I just smell is dirty feet, and I was like,
dirty, stinky feet.
I just got off work, so.
Yeah, I just got out of school. I wear fucking boots all the time. But anyway, back to guess number 2. Guess number 2.
Fuck.
The real
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know what we mean. Anyway.
Shout out Gage.
Shout out Gage. Anyway, is this can considered a sweeter flavor or a citrusy flavor?
I'm gonna lean more citrusy.
Oh,
but I mean, you can have sweet things and be citrusy too, right?
I guess that was a dumbass question.
So I'm just gonna say yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I basically just asked if you had a tropical storm, but because I mean that's really the only true citrus drink you have. You said
yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Does this can have yellow on the can?
Yeah.
There is. Okay.
There's yellow.
Okay, what?
I would consider this to be a yellow.
Have a yellow on it?
A different shade of yellow.
Ooh,
maybe.
Different shade of yellow.
I'm giving you too much here, man. I'm giving you too much.
I know.
There's yellow. There's yellow on this can. There's yellow on this can. And honestly, if no, I'll just Let you keep going.
I need to win desperately.
All right. you're on a 3-loss lose. You're on a 3 losing streak.
Fuck. Okay.
So,
judging by the subtle hints I have gotten, I'm gonna guess Jagger.
Gotten.
Gotten.
Judging by the subtle hints I've gotten.
I think that this is you have a rain tropical storm.
I'm sorry, boss. That's 4 losing.
Fucking Christ.
And here's the thing. If you don't count this, you can take away your L and turn it into a W. But this, I would consider this to be part yellow.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Orange dreamsicle. And also, orange dream, that's a citrus. Orange is citrus.
Orange is citrus.
Come on, boss.
Damn it. I had it narrowed down to tropical storm, orange dreamsicle, and I don't know why. Rainbow or not rainbow, white gummy bear, but that's more of a sweeter than it is more of a
no, that's like tart. It's like a tarty.
There's like so like
could I ask if it was sweeter or tartier?
Tartier, because like the tartar ones are more like
that's like tropical storm because that's not that sweet.
Yeah,
tropical storm's not sweet. Neither is white gummy bear.
Cherry limeade's kind of tart too.
Yeah.
So is razzleberry a little bit too. Oh, I haven't had razzleberry in so long.
I'd give razzleberry a sweeter. Also, razzleberry is my number one. I don't know if I've made this update yet, but I find myself going to razzleberry way more often than I go to orange dreamsicle.
I have not seen razzleberry in a long time. I'm not gonna.
Oh, dude, it's always there.
I know.
I've never not seen it.
I had to. The Casey's I went to this morning didn't have it, and then the Casey's, and I mean, in Fairway didn't have it either. Which Fairway normally has like Melon Mania, Orange Dreamsicle, Rainbow Sherbet, Tropical Storm, and the 2 white rains that they have out there right now. But
right.
Anyway, what did you? So I'm assuming you had last episode. You had a Rainbow Sherbet since it's not a back-to-back.
Yeah, I had a Rainbow Sherbet last episode. I verified before we started recording, guys, to make sure that it wasn't. I didn't tell him that it was Rainbow Sherbet or if it was Orange Dreamsicle or what. Mm-hmm. So that's up to the opponent to figure out themselves. So
it is.
But yeah, so we're gonna head right into sports right away.
Yes, sir.
And NFL Week 1 has officially started. And we got some highs, we got some lows, we got some upsets, we got some blowouts. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. And let's just get started off with the biggest upset that nobody expected. The Kansas City Chiefs losing to the Detroit Lions in Thursday night primetime. Wow. Super Bowl champs, and you're going to come back losing the fucking Lions. But I mean, what's their ET or what's their receiver that kept dropping all them passes?
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah. Oh my God, that guy, he's got some shit to figure out. But I mean, I saw the post game conference with Mahomes, and he still had faith in him, and he's like, I can see me throwing to that guy in big time moments. So I mean, we'll see as we go down the road, but kind of going through other types of games. Another unexpected turnaround of events. The Cleveland Browns taking down the former AFC champions, the fucking Cincinnati Bengals, man. I mean, most paid quarterback in the NFL got me 3.15 points. We'll get into fantasy later, but fuck you, Burrow. I'm pissed. Tua Tagovailoa got more points than you. Miami and going into Miami, they popped off against the Chargers. Tyreek put up 40 plus points, man. Crazy. Ravens beat the Texans. Nothing to be surprised of there. And the Minnesota Vikings. Oh my gosh, highs of that game. Jordan Addison getting his first touchdown ever in the NFL. I was happy to see our defense. Our rookies did really good.
Hey.
Blackman, he had a couple pass deflections. I noticed our defense was flying around the field a lot more than what they did last year.
Sweet.
Kirk Cousins is still making some indecisive decisions. There's a time where he threw a pick, and you could tell like he was like iffy on it. Like he dropped back, and he's like, "Fuck it," and then he threw it through the pick. And then I want to say it was Darius went and pulled and knocked the ball out of Kirk Cousins' hands as he was coming back with the ball after the snap. So that's honestly technically that's Kirk's fault for not dropping back fast, because when a lineman's pulling, you got to get the fuck out of their way.
You got to get the fuck out of the way.
They're not waiting for you, because otherwise you're gonna blame them for missing the block.
Yep.
So
timing issue.
But yeah, I mean, Baker popped off too. I mean, Godwin had a good game. Evans had a good game. Antoine Winfield popped off against us, though. He did real good as a former Gopher. I was actually kind of proud to see it, but also not because it was against my Vikings. So yeah. Falcons beat the Panthers 24-10. Commanders beat the Cardinals. I kind of expected this. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be doing a whole lot this year, especially with the NFC West that they have. I mean, the 49ers are going to be, if the 49ers don't lead that fucking division by the end of the year, I'm going to be surprised.
I will be so surprised.
And speaking of, the 49ers just embarrassed the Steelers.
At home.
Yeah, in Heinz Field. Saints barely beat the Titans. We got the Raiders barely beating the Broncos. So, I mean, those are two, or no, Titans aren't division, but Raiders and Broncos are divisional. Eagles and Patriots. I want to say this right now. Tony Romo should stop fucking announcing. Did anybody hear what this dude was saying like 2 minutes into the game, saying how the Patriots have the best defense he's ever seen in a long time? Like, we were 2 minutes into the game, dude. And then he was just sucking off Jalen Hurts. And then whoever was announcing the Chiefs game too. I don't
Chris Collinsworth, I think so.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking ridiculous too. Sucking off Mahomes. Like, yeah, Mahomes had bad throws, but he was blaming it on the receivers.
He was also blaming it that, they didn't have Travis Kelce and Chris Jones wasn't also part of the game. But you can't say two players were going to affect the team that much.
A whole team. Like, yeah, Travis Kelce plays his role and he's played his role well, but their backup tight end had a fucking hell of a game too, looking like Travis Kelce out there.
He was.
So, I mean, I don't know what more else they want from the Chiefs. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes was out, they would still say he had a better game than fucking Jared Goff.
Yeah.
But and I'll let you bring up this next few games that are coming up. So we have the Dolphins, Packers. Are you looking at the?
Yeah. So the Packers beat the Bears at 38-20 in Chicago.
Thoughts behind that?
Thoughts behind that? The first half was a little skeptical. I was thinking like, maybe is the offense not trusting Jordan Love as much? I was like that. Well, then he ended up with no picks and 3 touchdowns to finish the game off. So I think it was honestly week 1 jitters that they had. And then the Bears, I mean, the defense for both teams played pretty well. And the special teams definitely did pretty well for both teams too. The offensive, the Packers did score a touchdown in the first half where the Bears did not, which a little biased. I'm like, hey, fuck the Bears, but from just in like not really an analyst standpoint, but from like an NFL fan standpoint, like looking at it, you just see. Although, the offense scored in the first half, this offense didn't. What was going to happen? And then, obviously, as it happened, Jordan Love threw for another 2 more touchdowns. So, I was happy to see that this young core trusts itself enough to just like trust through and everything.
I mean, hell, the Packers, they put up 28 points in the second half.
They did.
I mean, that's impressive. So, I mean, especially with only pulling out 10 in the first half.
I know that was scary. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know when did the Packers get rid of Mason Crosby, because I didn't see that post at all. I didn't see
they
that.
Got rid of Mason Crosby.
Mason Crosby didn't play that game.
Is he retired?
He might have retired, or they must have like not signed him back or something, because the like Carlson whatever kicker was our kicker, and I'm like expecting Mason Crosby, because from what he did last year, he just kicked PATs, but he must have retired. Or he's on a new team.
He's a free agent, at least in fantasy. I mean, so I'm assuming he's either a free agent or he's retired, because I know, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's still there, but if you type in Marshawn Lynch,
he's still free.
No, they got rid of that. Adrian Peterson. Yep, Peterson is still considered a free agent. So, but yeah.
Oh, he must have retired.
Yeah. And speaking on retirements, I want to add on to this. Kyle Rudolph is officially retiring as a Minnesota Viking. Welcome back home. And we're glad to see that he's coming back on the third game of the NFL season against the Vikings versus Chargers at US Bank Stadium. We'll be honoring Kyle Rudolph and everything he's done for the franchise. And one of the greatest tight ends in Vikings history. So, and he's done good. And he's, I don't think he'll be playing anymore, but Tommy's got a weird look on his face. So what's up?
He's a free agent, so he could be picked up.
He's still considered a free agent.
He is. He isn't retiring. He had no. Well, he might if he doesn't get picked up soon, I think is what I saw.
That's weird. He wasn't like doing bad either last year.
He wasn't doing bad, and he was one of those reliable captains, but I don't even know. To continue on with week 1, I think we have. Did you go over the Rams and Seahawks yet? So I'm just scrolling down ESPN right now after the Packers Bears. Rams Seahawks. 30-13 Rams took that game. I saw something funny. Geno Smith was in the pocket and like the middle tackles did like a twist thing, saw Aaron Donald running at him. He goes, "Oh my God," and just throws the ball, like scared for head.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that. I didn't get a chance to see that, but yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, I'd be scared of Aaron Donald too.
If he's running downhill at me.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, thoughts of that game. I thought the Rams did pretty good. Defensively,
are the Rams back? Are the Rams back? Do you think?
I don't know. I think
it's a lot to uncover in week 1. So
Matt Stafford didn't have any touchdowns. They ran a lot of touchdowns though.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp was out. Mm-hmm. Fuck you I picked him up in my fantasy. I shouldn't have.
Yep, and then let's get to the most embarrassing football game that we had last year.
Just fucking demolished. Demolished them. But
the Cowboys.
I had their defense. I had the Cowboys defense. God damn.
The Cowboys went into MetLife and came back after opening a can of whoop ass against the Giants, 40-0. God damn.
Golly. And then now tonight we got the Bills versus the Jets. Who are you taking in that game?
I'm gonna take Buffalo because I have their defense, which honestly in fantasy I need them to score a minimum of 0 points in order to win my fantasy game.
And just to let you guys know that we're recording this, you can't see that, but we're recording this at 6:26 p.m. right before the Bills game. So I threw out my predictions already. Me and my fiance, we do NFL predictions, and but yeah, so.
But yeah, honestly, just from my eyes, week 1 had a little bit of shocks, but I hope fans aren't getting too upset about it because it's only fucking week 1, guys. We have 16 more fucking games.
Right. I mean, teams are still figuring out what they're gonna do. Nobody knows what like the Vikings didn't know what the Bucks were gonna come out with. Packers don't know what the Bears were coming out with, so on and so forth. So, and it's really trying to figure out who those key guys are. Yeah, you have an idea of who they are from last year, but like rookies, you don't know what they can do. And yeah, especially with the new rookie quarterback on the Panthers, throwing a veteran Adam Thielen. So, but
yeah.
But yeah, we'll figure out what teams are like when we get there. We're gonna see who the snubbed team is, or who the overrated team is.
We'll get there.
There's always that team every year that goes like undefeated for the first like 8 games and then just tanks. So
yeah. To be fair, the first team that went 8-0, the Eagles, they still did play in the they still played in the Super Bowl, but I mean that team is just they're just able to adjust very well.
right.
So, and that team has a lot of camaraderie and stuff.
They still lost, just like the fucking Panthers. They won every single game up until that last one, and then got smoked by the Broncos.
Yep.
So,
but yeah, yeah, Jagger, do you want to give us a little bit more detail about the Vikings game, or just your thoughts?
I feel like I said what I needed to say. Our D line did good. Danielle Hunter had a good game, and Harrison Smith was flying around. I mean, our defense was solid. I think our offense has some tweaks that we need to go over, especially when it comes to play calling, and pass deciding on who you're going to throw to. Especially, I mean, JJ, he had a good game, but like he still had KJ Osborne out there making plays. TJ Hawkinson was making plays. Even Jordan Addison, like I said, he got the first touchdown of the game. So, or at least for the Vikings. But overall, I'm not worried. I think we could still I think we might even go into Philly and beat them. So, I mean, that may be delusional because I'm a Vikings fan. It might just be I just got a hunch. Who knows?
Might be based on facts. But yeah, I mean, going back to what you said about Harrison Smith and all your returners, just them getting into and like seeing them fly around and just playing at the level that they have. It's honestly it's a good thing to see, because then it shows them that they're comfortable and they can show how to be comfortable in those tough situations, especially.
One of the favorite things I saw is that there was always somebody different making a tackle. Like whether it was Blackman, it was Smith, Jordan Hicks, fucking even guys I can't even name off the top of my head. But everybody was making a tackle. Everybody was doing their role, and it just didn't work for us out in the end. In the end, a lot of stupid takeaways. I mean, I think we had 2 or 3 fumbles in the first half. So maybe in first quarter, it was kind of foggy, but yeah. So moving on, Packers Bears. What do you got to take away from that game?
My takeaway was it was great to see in the first couple of drives the Packers coming away with 7 or 6 actually. So they're the offense coming away with 6. Kind of, it seemed like off the bat too. It was just good to see that this offense has a lot of trust in itself, especially with the new Bears owner. But yeah, just a little shade thrown at you Bears fans. But it's just good to see that a new quarterback, and in reality, you can kind of tweak the offense around the quarterback a little bit if need to. But now you have a younger quarterback, a more, I wouldn't really say healthier, but like a younger quarterback that's able to move quicker and able to not really, but take hits if he needs to and do all that. And you have a very young group like the Packers do, and just trusting each other like that, and especially with your vets like Aaron Jones and David Bakhtiari to help lead the offense, to show them what the Packers offense means to that. And just honestly, the defense, just seeing the defense just play the way they were once it got down into where they needed to buckle up and hold them. They got to hold, they got to stop, to where they came, either they had to punt or they had to put up 3 points, which I was honestly fine. The first half was a little nerve-wracking because of how the offenses weren't scoring, especially like the Packers. I haven't seen them score since the first quarter. And the second quarter kept coming around and coming around. There's no scores. And then the Bears go down and kick another field goal, make another field goal. So it's 7-6. I'm just like tense, like, ooh, what's going to happen? What's like all that. And then halftime ends with a field goal, 10-3. I didn't really get to see a whole lot of the second half because I was driving home from Emma's. But from what I saw was that they were able to just keep building momentum and holding on to that momentum once they got it. And like once you have enough momentum, it just seems like a breeze with the offense. You're able to make a lot of plays. You're able to make a lot of good to come out there, and you're able to put drives together and finish drives. And for all, and I mean, I was happy to see how they played. Excuse me. And see how well open the season. Like the past couple of times, the Packers haven't played that well in season openers. But I was happy to see that they were able to turn it around from the past couple of years and come out with a win. And to all you Bears fans that are pissed because the Bears suck, it's just fucking week 1. Relax. We have 16 more games. Fucking relax. Yes, you guys will probably lose to the Packers again because you guys will be in Lambeau this time. But relax.
Yeah. Hey, week 8, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yes.
And guess what? Both teams will be developed by that time. We're gonna know what each other can do, what we can't do. So I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's on October 28th or something like that. I feel like we should get together and do a live stream of that. Maybe
we should definitely do a live.
We'll talk about it later. But yeah. And week 1 football also means week 1 fantasy. So me and Tommy are in the league together with Max and a couple of other people we know. And Tommy, how's your week 1 fantasy football team looking like?
My team was looking pretty good. I realized going into week 1 that I had 3 Niners players starting on my team, which I did not know. But yeah, so I have Brock Purdy as my quarterback. He got 220 for 2 tubs. I have AJ Dillon, who only got me 5 points, had 19 yards rushing, but he had a couple of catches. The running back, Kenneth Walker, the second-year running back from Seattle, had me 10 points. I have Tay. He only had 6 catches for 66 yards. Still got me 12 points. I'm not mad about that. Cortland Sutton from the that game too, the Denver Raiders game, had me 13. Got me 13 points, 4 receptions, 32 yards, and a tud. George Kittle was not as productive as I thought he was going to be. Only had 3 receptions for 19 yards, just barely under 5 points. But the one person that carried my team this week was Brandon Ayuk, who had 8 receptions, 129, and 2 touchdowns. Definitely carried, got me 32 points there. Was happy to see that. That's honestly what's keeping me with a winning percentage in this game. Yeah. I got Buffalo's defense tonight. I just need them to have a minimum of 0 points, and I win this game. And then I had the Rams kicker, got me 13 points.
Right on. So, awesome, man. And is there any player that you have that you wish you started? Like, if you were to look back and you're like, man, I wish I started this guy instead. That would make sense in that time. Probably,
with a little bit of hindsight, probably should have started Zach Ertz. He did a little bit more points than George Kittle, but George Kittle's still a reliable tight end. I was thinking maybe Jimmy G was going to be doing good, but he only had me 15. So in reality, doing okay. I have Dalvin Cook on the Jets on my bench. I might throw him in there instead of this next week, depending on how it is.
I don't know. Yeah. I'd rather pick up Alexander Madison if I were you, because he was a fucking dog this last week. Also, that's another thing I want to add from the Vikings game. Alexander Madison was fucking people up, dude. He was always fighting for yards. He was taking hits, and he was going forward with the ball instead of like what Dalvin Cook was doing. Nice. And I am so happy. I'm so happy we got rid of Cook because I think Madison's just a better role player in my opinion, and he doesn't really give a shit about the money. He cares about doing his job and winning games, even though we haven't won one yet. But
yep.
Yeah. Anything else from your side?
Not me. Not really for a
Okay.
whole lot. I mean, I still got the Buffalo defense that needs to do decent in. And then I should be pretty good.
Awesome.
Nice. It's gonna fucking get trampled.
All right. Yeah. So I'll go over my fantasy football team. I got Joe Shiesty, the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Got me 3.18 points. Derrick Henry, King Henry, got me 13.9. Not too bad there. Aaron Jones was the man of the hour with 26.7 points. Thank you, Tommy.
Mm-hmm. T. Higgins.
Wide receiver 1, T. Higgins, not a catch, and we're in a PPR league too, so I mean, that just didn't help. Jordan Addison, though, like I said, he did good, 16.1 points for his first ever fantasy game.
And a tutty.
And a tutty. TJ Hawkinson, 8 receptions, 35 yards with 11.5 points. I got James Cook tonight, Dalvin Cook's brother, so we'll see how that goes. The Cooks are against each other. I just realized that.
Hey, let's go.
All right, last time the Cooks were against each other, Dalvin came up with the dub, so.
Yeah.
Dallas defense and special teams, man, 35 points. Let's go over this. They had block punt or field goal return for a touchdown. Amazing. Two interceptions, fumble recovered, a blocked punt, PAT or field goal, 7 sacks, 1 pick six, and only allowed a maximum of 199 yards.
Fucking Christ.
Crazy. And on my bench, my wide receiver 1 would have been Cooper Kupp. Honestly, I'm kind of happy because I feel like I want to put in Jordan Addison instead. Tua Tagovailoa, 27.14. In hindsight, I still probably would have put Burrow as a starter if I still didn't know the numbers because highest paid quarterback. I feel like the first game he's gonna be putting up some numbers. I got J.K. Dobbins from the Ravens. Got me 11 points, but that's also on the bench. Jacoby Myers, that's another snub of the week. 29.1 points, 9 receptions, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He was listed as questionable, so that I don't blame you for putting him on your bench because I just looked at it.
Yeah. Tyler Higbee. I think I've had him in fantasy for the past 3 years, and I don't regret it.
He's the tight end for the Bengals, isn't he?
Rams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then glad I didn't start this fucking kicker. Right?
Oh
kicker?
My God.
Yeah. Graham Gano from the Giants. 0 for 2 on field goal attempts. And so that's negative 2 points. And the Cincinnati defense, 6 points. So, and just to let you guys know, before the Cowboys and the Packers were done, I had a 20% chance of winning my fantasy game this week, and now I have a 70% chance of winning. So, yeah. So it just kind of flipped, and I'm super happy about it. And I came in second place last year because of that Bengals-Bills game where he died on the field. So they didn't count it. So I'm back for vengeance, man. Nobody's dying on my watch. I had Diggs and Josh Allen that game, and I was going up against Max, who had literally no Bills or Bengals players. So I was fucking heated. I was really heated. I should have fucking won our league last year. And
Max was sure to rub that in your fucking face.
Yeah, and I'll shit in his mouth. But yeah, so that's really what we got for fantasy. Tommy, you want to bring her into the next one?
Yeah. So as you guys know, we are talking about NFL. We're going to be talking about NFL probably until the Super Bowl happens. For the most part, until other sports talk about. So honestly, probably for the month of September and October, we're going to be talking about NFL and probably only NFL. Sorry, other sports, not really sorry. So yeah, let's get a little bit of predictions for week 2. What games are out there that are going to be good to see?
Oh my Lord, do we have some stuff for you for week 2? We got predictions.
Yeah, we do.
So, do you want to start out with predictions? Kind of.
Yeah. Let's.
Thursday night prime time.
Thursday night prime time. We
Minnesota Vikings against the Philadelphia Eagles for the second year in a row on week 2 in Philly. Fuckers. Yep. NFL's rigging that shit. Either way, our Vikings are coming back for vengeance. Last week they played the Patriots, and I believe they barely won that.
They won by 5.
5? Yeah, so I feel like the Vikings could beat the Patriots as long as we got our shit together. And I'm going to say this week we're in practice. They're going to go heavy. They're going to be strict. And I think they're going to pull out with a dub against Philly. What do you think?
I'm going to be honest. It's going to be a good game to watch.
I hope.
It's going to – Jesus. Yeah, because all of the Thursday games fucking last year were honestly not that great to watch. But yeah, I mean, you're going into Philly, you're going into the Link, and it's going to be a good game. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to go with the Eagles taking it by either 1 or more.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be close, and if it's not gonna be close, it's gonna be a blowout, and Philly's winning.
I'm saying Philly's gonna win, but I feel like they're gonna go to overtime because I feel like the Vikings can adjust very well, especially with the short week they have. And Philly's gonna come off. I mean, their first home game, they're gonna be I feel like that's gonna get to them a little bit, but then they're gonna readjust. And
that's true. It is their first home game of the year, so. Yeah.
So yeah, but I have Philly winning it honestly in overtime. But I think I'm wrong with that one. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be. I personally, this is gonna be a game to watch, folks. Because this has been
It's a rivalry, honestly. Minnesota and Philly. It's a new rivalry that's kind of sparking up. Ever since the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We lost to them. I believe in the NFC Championship game, and then they won the Super Bowl in our stadium, and then tore down our stadium. And ever since then, it's kind of been, or they like ripped out the seats and shit. And ever since then, it's kind of been a rivalry.
Yeah, let's go to the Sunday game, shall we?
Yeah, after you, man.
Alrighty, so
we'll snake it. We'll snake it.
Alrighty, so. First off, to start off the Sunday games at 12 p.m. at noon, we have the Raiders going into Buffalo.
Whoa, hey, easy there. Where are you going from? I'm going from Google.
I'm going from ESPN.
Oh no, go from Google. I got Baltimore and Cincinnati.
Well, we can go there. I got them. That's the next team up. So at noon, Baltimore is going into Cincinnati. I honestly feel like this could be a good game to watch. Personally, I hope that the Bengals bounce back. Because I mean this has been a really good rivalry game to watch too.
Who dey?
Yeah, but I think that the Bengals are going to win by 3 or more. At home, they're going to say that this last week was a fluke. And Joe Burrow's going to come out and he's going to play probably one of the best games he's going to have, but it's going to be a good battle because I keep forgetting that Baltimore has OBJ on their team, but I don't know how well OBJ did in the Baltimore game.
Not good.
Never mind.
He had like one or two catches.
Jesus. Yeah, but I think Baltimore's going to go into that game and be handed an L from the Bengals. What do you got next, sir?
Okay, yeah. OBJ had 2 catches, 37 yards. Honestly, I believe the Ravens last week beat the Texans by at least a touchdown or two. But it's also the Texans. They're probably one of the worst teams in the league. And going up against this Cincinnati Bengals team, and after the week Joe Burrow just had, he's not going to let that happen again. That's a once in a season type of deal. So I think Cincinnati's going to come out on top. And that's a pretty obvious answer for me. Moving down to the next game, I got Seattle versus the Detroit Lions.
Yes, sir. That is a noon game. Yes.
Yes, it's a noon game as well. I'm gonna say that Detroit, they're hot. They're gonna stay hot, and I'm gonna say Detroit's coming out with that dub too, moving on 2-0.
Yeah.
And I say it's gonna be I think it's gonna be by 10 points.
Yep. I think it's definitely going to be by one score at least. Yeah. So the Seattle's going into Ford Field into Detroit. It's always been kind of a hostile environment, especially for us divisional teams. It's always been a little hostile. Those fans know how to get riled up, especially now that the Lions are finally turning stuff around since the Barry Sanders era.
Right.
So they have something to look for, and so I think the Lions are going to come out. I think they're going to come out with at least eight or more. That I think is also going to be a good game to watch. I mean, if you asked me 2 years ago, this would have been a fucking garbage game to watch. But I think Detroit's going to come out of that one. Let's just go to the next one that I see. I'm gonna go choose this team. This might be bouncing around for you a little bit. I have the Packers going into Atlanta.
Jesus, is that a 325 game?
No, it's a 12 game.
Damn. Okay, you got Packers in Atlanta. All right, you go.
Yeah, biased opinion. Yes, I want the Packers to win. But I don't know how well the Atlanta did against who they played last week. And if the Packers can keep that fire they have that they had against the Bears, I think they could come out with a win.
Atlanta beat the Panthers last time, 24-10.
Okay, so both teams come out with a win. I personally think this might be a good game because both teams won the last week. But I think I want the Packers to come out with a win. But I think the Packers are going to come out 6 or more. I think it's going to be a good offensive battle to see. Both really young offenses battling it out. It's going to be a good game to watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I got the Falcons on this one. I think it's gonna be a back and forth matchup. Like you said, I think if one team scores a touchdown, the other one's gonna come back and score another. But then I can see in the fourth quarter, like Jordan Love like slowly pulling away. Christian Watson, he wasn't playing week 1, right?
No, he's hurt.
Is he still playing?
I think he's listed I have Christian Watson on my fantasy team. He's listed as questionable right now. He was listed questionable throughout the whole week.
All right. So if he plays, I mean, it's not going to go towards my record, but if he plays, I'm going to say Packers are winning, but if not, I'm going to say Atlanta. And
how much saying they're going to win by?
I'd say a field goal or a touchdown. Yeah. Cool. I think they could still tie it and like end up being an overtime game, but I don't think it's going to be an overtime game.
Yeah.
I'll move on to the next one I'm seeing.
Yep.
And that is the Colts versus at Houston Texans. And what I'm going to say about this, Jonathan Taylor's still out. So, I mean, Colts really don't have much to work with. And not saying the Texans have anything to work with either, but I'm going to say that the Colts are still like going to be down in the dumps and they're going to be an 0-2 team. Or did the Colts win last week? IND. No, they didn't. They lost to Jacksonville. So I'm going to say, the Texans win.
By how much?
I don't know.
Don't know, don't care.
Don't know, don't care. That's a shit game that I'm not gonna watch anyways. So
yeah,
that's the toilet bowl of the week, ladies and gents.
That's the toilet bowl of the week. I would have to agree too. Both these teams are not fucking any kind of good. Since Andrew Luck left, the Colts haven't really had any kind of success. I'm gonna say that the Colts are gonna come out with it. I think they're only gonna win by 1 or 2, and it's gonna be a lucky last minute shot. That's what I'm gonna understand from it. It's like I said, don't know, don't care.
Right.
I mean, I don't have anyone on fantasy for either team because I don't fucking care. But it would be good to see 2 rookie quarterbacks go battling out to it. But other than that, no, not really much to see, folks.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry, Texans and Colts fans, but we don't care.
Is there such thing as a Texans fan?
Yes,
I've never seen one.
I know one. He was a Bears fan, and then he switched over to be a Texans fan because of JJ Watt. And then 2 years later, he left to go to Cardinals.
I do fuck with JJ Watt. I saw him. Did you see him broadcasting?
I did.
Pre-game? Yeah.
That was awesome.
So what's the next game you got?
So let's just go to let's go talk to this one. Let's go Raiders going into Buffalo.
Okay.
I wanted to bring that up. Noon game. The Raiders, they have talent. They got a new quarterback with Jimmy G in their system. They still have Tay. Doing pretty good. Jacoby Myers looked like to be a reliable source for Jimmy G. But I'm gonna be honest, this is a more experienced team. This is probably the most complete team in the past 3 years. I think Buffalo's going to come out with a win. I think they're going to win by 5 or more.
Bills by 14.
Bills by 14.
On to the next one. I'm gonna go with we got Chicago at Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay, I'm going to say that they're going to keep on rolling with another dub against that shitty Chicago Bears team.
Bears.
And I'm going to say it's going to be by 13.
Yeah, I also have the Bucs winning that. I think Chicago is going to take a while before at least the next 5 games before they can get onto the winning before they can actually find a good rhythm. But I'm saying that the Bucs are only going to win by 10. I feel like it's going to have a slow start. For the Bucs, kind of like it was this past Packers-Bears game. The Bears defense is going to play good and then get tired out real fast in the second half. So, yeah, I have the Bucs winning by 10, 10 or more. The next game we have, and this is going to be another good game to watch, folks, especially if you watch that AFC divisional game. We have the Chiefs playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am predicting that the Chiefs are going to bounce back. I just saw that Chris Jones just signed a deal to remain with the Chiefs. I think that he'll be back in rotation finally and help that defense out a little bit more. I think that the Chiefs are going to come out with it with 7 or more.
Yeah, Chiefs ain't going 0-2. They're beating the Jaguars, and if they go 0-2, I'm going to be very shocked.
I will,
but I don't think they're going to let that happen, especially after what happened last week. They're definitely going to fix some of the mistakes that they made, and they're going to bounce back. Next game I got, we did Green Bay Falcons, we did Buffalo. So I got the Chargers and the Titans.
Yep.
So I'm going to say the Chargers lost last week to who'd they lose to? Miami. So and they're playing Tennessee, who's really mainly a run-dominant team, and I think their D-line's going to stump that pretty, and linebackers as well. So I'm going to say that the Chargers are going to come out on top.
Yeah, I'm going to say Tennessee's going to win this in overtime again. I feel like
you got a lot of overtime games already.
Dude, it's going to be a good fucking week, bro. I'm saying it's going to be a good week. I'm going to say that the Titans are going to come out with it, but they're going to be winning by 3 or less because it's both their defenses are pretty good. Especially the Joey Bosa D line and the Khalil Mack linebacker core. That's going to be pretty good. And especially seeing what what can happen with these quarterbacks. But in reality, I think that it's going to be a close game. But I see Tennessee taking it. I also can kind of see this Derrick Henry tossing the other guy in the sideline.
Tossing grown ass men, yeah.
Tossing
No,
grown ass men.
I honestly don't see it being close. I think Chargers are gonna win by at least 2 scores.
Alrighty. My turn, right? You
Yep.
brought up the Chargers, Tennessee. Alrighty. We are now getting into our 3 p.m. games. I'm going to start out with the Giants going to Arizona. I have the Giants bouncing back from this humiliating loss this last night. And I see them going into Arizona and pulling out a win. I see them winning by 7 or less. But this is also another one of those games where it's kind of a toilet bowl game.
Yeah, this is a don't know, don't care type of game. And honestly, I think Arizona went from being one of the favorite teams in the league, having J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, all the studs, to now I think the Cardinals are going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL, unfortunately, and because I actually don't mind their franchise.
Their New jerseys are fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, those two. And I think it's the jerseys that's gonna make them play like shit. But I think that the Giants are going to come out on top after last week's game.
Oh, yeah.
And so moving on, what I got next is the 49ers at Los Angeles Rams in SoFi Stadium. 49ers ain't slowing down.
No.
And yeah, 49ers, if they're not going to destroy them like what the Cowboys destroyed the Giants last week, it's going to be something close.
Yeah.
I think I see this as a blowout.
Yeah,
I could see the Rams maybe scoring, but it also depends if Cooper Kupp is back too.
Yeah. I trust enough in the San Francisco 49ers defense, especially their offense, of how wham in your face that was against the Steelers. They're not slowing down anytime soon. Something dramatic is going to have to happen for this team to stop dead halt in their tracks. I have them going into SoFi Stadium winning by 15 or more. I think that George Kittle is going to have his first breakout game of the year.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah. I think that Brock Purdy, George Kittle connection is going to happen like it did toward the end of the last year. They're gonna be looking out for blood, especially that embarrassing championship loss that they had against the Eagles. I think they're looking out for blood, and they're gonna be hot, and they're gonna be firing on all cylinders.
Like I said, this year, if the 49ers don't win it this year, they're not gonna win for another, or they're not gonna be close for another like 5 or 10.
Yep.
So.
Alrighty, and then let's move on to the 2 3:30 games. My first one is Jets are going into Dallas. To be honest, we haven't seen the Jets play yet. This, like we said, the game is honestly starting in about 15 to 20 minutes. I have the Cowboys winning. To be honest, the way if they kept playing the way that they played last night, they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out with a bang. They're gonna be
Dallas. Dallas has always performed well against Aaron Rodgers. So the Jets are the Brooklyn Nets.
They are.
And I take the Cowboys winning at least by a touchdown.
I have them winning by 9 or more.
Yeah. 9. What are they going to get? A safety or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm joking. Jesus, calm down. So what I got next game, I got Washington Commanders at the Denver Broncos. And last week, I believe Denver lost. And did Washington win? Yeah,
Washington won.
Washington did beat Arizona. But,
by 3, I think.
Yep. But I'm going to say Russell Wilson breaks out, has a game.
Yep.
Because he's got more left in the tank. I think Russ is going to beat the Commanders.
I have to agree with that. I think Denver's going to come out on top. Sean Payton's not going to let them go open to 2-0, or 0-2, excuse me. I honestly, and this is going to be honest, I feel bad for the Denver and Commanders fans, I'm saying, but this is also another game for me. Don't know, don't really care.
Same.
I mean, I do have a Denver wide receiver. I mean, I hope Sutton does pretty good. But I have Denver winning that by 7. go and winning their first home game is going to be good to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's go into the Sunday night primetime game. We have Miami going to Foxborough, playing the New England Patriots. This is going to be a good divisional rivalry game. I have Miami going in and coming out with a dub. The trio with Tua, Tyreek, and Jalen Waddle has been pretty good for them, especially the first year. Doing good for them as long as Tua can not get a concussion. I think we'll be fine.
Right.
But yeah, from what they played last week, I think they won. I think last week, didn't they?
Miami, yeah. New
Yeah,
England lost to Philly.
Eagles. Yeah.
But
I think this is going to be a good game to watch here, folks. It's a good rival game. It's always been Miami's done something tricky to come out with like a last second wham bam win against the Patriots. I have them winning by 6. I have also Tua passing, going 3 for 2. 3 tutties, 2 picks.
Okay. What I think this is going to be one of them divisional games where it's like, what the hell are they doing out there? I think Miami is going to choke. I don't think they're going to do as well as you think they're going to do, honestly. I think
that's fair.
I think New England, I mean, yeah, Bill Belichick still at the sidelines. I think he knows how to take this team down, and I think he knows how to get the team to do such said objective. I think New England's gonna come out on top on this one for the upset, and I think I'm calling it. This is gonna be game of the week.
You think this can be game of the week?
This is game of the week for sure.
Alrighty.
Divisional matchup. One team's 0-1, the other's 1-0, and it's gonna see how well this Patriots team really is. Because I mean, they put up pretty good numbers against Philly too. And did you see Tom Brady at the game? Did you watch that game? Tom Brady was at the Patriots Eagles game wearing his Patriots 12.
He said he was going to retire a Patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Or he wants to be he's a Patriot forever.
Yeah, he's gonna be forever a Patriot. But yeah, the next game I got another divisional round or divisional game. We got the New Orleans Saints in Carolina. The Carolina Panthers. I say that Carolina lost last week, and I believe New Orleans won, or New Orleans, however you say it. Don't really care. The Saints put up pretty good numbers, but I'm gonna say Carolina turns around, comes out on top, and beats the Saints. Beats Derek Carr and the Saints.
Yeah,
we're gonna see how that rookie quarterback really is.
Yeah, we'll see how good that is. I think this is gonna be a good battle to see. I have the Saints winning by 2 or less, and it's gonna come down to a nail biter. But Bryce Young is gonna have a really good game, even despite the loss. I think he's gonna go 4 for 2, 4 touchdowns. To Adam Thielen's gonna pop off in the Panthers game. Little shed tear for Jagger, but it's okay. And that is week 2.
We got Monday.
That's the Monday game.
Yeah, then we got another Monday game.
We have 2 Monday games?
Yes, there's 2.
Whoa.
Are you looking at the fucking list? We got the Cleveland Browns in Heinz Field, man.
Ooh.
Playing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And
well, since I brought it up, I'm gonna say that Cleveland is gonna keep on rolling. They're gonna get another dub, go 2-0, and Pittsburgh is not winning. I believe Pittsburgh.
What time is that game at?
An hour after the other one. I think it's at 7:25, 7:10,
cool.
Something like that. Yeah, one's at 6:10, one's at 7:10.
I forgot about that because I don't really care about these 2 teams.
Me neither.
Yeah. This is I'm gonna be honest. This is a game for me that I do not care, don't know, but I think Cleveland's gonna come out firing on hot. And
the only reason why I'm watching this game is because it's a Monday night game. That's it.
Exactly. That's exactly why I'm watching it, dude. Okay. Yeah, and I think that wraps up sports today. That definitely wraps up the predictions. We will see how we do next. We'll see how we do next week when we get ready for week 3 predictions. We are gonna now that the NFL season is rolling in, we're gonna try to hold ourselves accountable and try to record every week and give us run through of the past week and what are we looking forward to for the next week.
Absolutely.
I'm not have crisp that up yet. That's okay.
So, right. So, kind of moving into our next topic, we're under the shenanigans. I believe we're still going to be doing the guest of the year. Are we still doing that?
I am doing guest of the year. I'm finalizing my list of what year I have.
Right on.
Yeah. Can you?
All right.
Get out of
You want me to get started?
Yeah.
All right. So, starting out, your NHL Stanley Cup champions on this year are the I forgot the town. I think it's Carolina Hurricanes.
The Canes won.
The Hurricanes. They won the Stanley Cup.
Ooh.
And he gets to guess the year after every team that we have. And if he doesn't guess the year correctly, it's a shot or shotgun of his choosing.
I'm trying to see what if I have that year, because we have had that issue in the past.
We've had similar years.
Is this 2009?
This is not.
It is not. Okay. Give me the next one. MLB.
Your World Series champions are the St. Louis Cardinals. Do you have it? You have
it's
the
2006.
Same one? No.
Okay. Damn it, I have to change it. Okay.
Your NBA Finals champions are the Miami Heat.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Shoot. Fuck. This is 2005.
Not 2005.
No. Okay.
All right. This is your last guess here. All right.
I think I might get this.
I think you might too. I hope you do. Your NFL Super Bowl champions are and they're playing this Monday, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Steelers won the Super Bowl?
Steelers won the Super Bowl this year. And this is on the date. So it's like February blank in that year. All right. It's that year that they win. It's not the season. Because if the season started in this year, that don't count. It's the day they won the Super Bowl, the year.
Are you sure? Because I guessed 2006, didn't I?
Yeah.
And you said no.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I hold on. Now you're gaslighting me. I gotta make sure I got this right. Oh.
That was fuck. Unless this is in the
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, now it changes. Hold on. Yeah, never mind. Fucking A. New York Giants.
The Giants. Oh.
The Giants.
Okay.
My bad. That was the first one I looked up and it fucked up.
Oh, is this 2012?
No.
Fuck.
You gotta take a shot.
I got shotgun. Fuck. Okay.
What
year was it?
2008.
Fucking. I was. I thought because. I thought the Heat won before because that's when Shaq won his fourth ring was with the Heat.
Are you kidding me, dude?
What?
Okay, we're not gonna give this. We're not counting this.
We're not counting that?
No, because I looked this up earlier. I may have accidentally hit 2006 because. Well, I'll give you the win on this because you said 2006, right? Earlier.
Yeah, I said 2006 after the Cardinals.
Yeah, I have 2008 written, but now everything's changed. Because I wrote down NBA champs in 2008 were the Celtics. What the fuck? Yeah.
So,
okay, you win. You win. That was a big mistake. If anything, I should take a shot.
We did it again. God damn it. Okay.
Did you have a similar year?
I was gonna use 2006 because I saw.
So we had a similar year.
Yeah.
Let's just both take a shot.
Let's just both take one right now. Do you not want to? Fuck, I have to go out and go get one.
No, because I guess I don't know. I'm taking this as an L for me.
Okay.
Because I mean I fucked up. So
okay.
Either way I lose. But I'm not doing two shots. I'm not doing two shots. No way.
I wouldn't do 2 shots. I mean, I would just say doesn't. I mean, yeah. Okay. Now I have to do.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll fix this. We'll put it together next week. We'll make sure everything's set in stone.
Everything's okay. Right. So is that an L for both of us then?
How about this? We should have Megan give us a year.
Ooh.
So then we don't get a same year.
We do.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next week. So, let's just scratch.
Let's just scratch this year.
So this week.
Yeah.
Or this year. I'll probably still do a shot because I fucked up a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keep them entertained, or you move on to the next segment.
Before we move on, I do want to not shout out. I definitely do want to talk about this. So ladies and gentlemen, we still have shirts available. For our first round of shirts, it is the gray t-shirts with the S and H on it. We are having a sale. We want these out. We're having a clearance sale. We want these out. 25% off. If you have any questions about shirts, prices, what's available, what's left, please do message us at Strive Hive Podcast, all lowercase, all one word on Instagram, or you can personally message either Jagger or I, or you guys can send us an email at strivehivejt@gmail.com. We definitely want to get these out. We definitely want to start our second round of shirts. Jagger, before you take a shot, I have found a cheaper option for shirts.
Perfect.
Instead of going through Custom Ink, which shout out Custom Ink, the shirts were really good.
Yeah. We'll discuss this off the podcast.
We will definitely discuss this, but I have found a new person to do the shirts. But anyway,
ladies and gents, I'm taking my punishment shot for being retarded, and your boy is choosing Jägermeister for Jaeger. All right, 3, 2, 1. Easy money.
Sorry. Right before you did this, I did this, pointed at my mic, and did this. That just meant I muted myself so you could.
Yeah, I figured that made sense.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And please do not do this at home. We are trained dumbasses.
Alcoholics.
We are trained alcoholics and dumbasses. We are both of the age of 21 or older. Jagger is 22. I'm 21. So anyone who is younger than 21, please don't drink. And if you are age 21 and older, please drink responsibly. We are not in charge of your dumbassery. So, dumbassery.
I have a knowledge right there.
I have a fucking knowledge right there.
I missed.
All right.
But,
yeah. I'll write that in after the pod, but I will definitely put that in. Dumbassery.
Right.
I gotta put it in here though. But yeah, let's go into our next topic. Jagger.
Yes,
fall
sir.
is approaching. Fall is within our sights.
It's in the grasp.
It's in the grasp, in the cusp. What is the number one thing that you are looking forward to this fall?
Carhartt sweatshirt. Carhartt sweatshirt That fucking jeans, boots, flannels. Oh, flannels. I can wear
Flannel.
flannel, a vest, football.
Yep.
Fall is my favorite season, man.
To be honest, it is.
It's great. What is there not to look forward to in the fall? Honestly,
Yep.
colder weather. Like, dude, wear a sweatshirt. That's the best part about it. The leaves changing colors, man. Halloween. I love Halloween.
Yep.
I'm loving Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All the candy.
What about yours?
Besides football, I'm gonna have to say it is sweatshirts. It's getting close to sweatshirt season. I love me some wearing some sweatshirts, bro. Especially,
I wore a fucking hoodie the other day.
dude, it felt so nice.
I wore jeans to work today, man. Fucking awesome.
I know, dude. I'm getting back in. So in high school, I was really big into wearing jeans a lot.
Mhm.
I'm getting back into wearing jeans a lot. I'm getting new jeans.
You better with that dumpy of yours.
But no, dude, just wearing a hoodie and jeans.
That was homosexual, by the way. That was homosexual.
And putting that in the Hive analogy now too.
Yeah. It's just the love of your bros.
love of your bros.
The love for your bros, yeah.
Love for you bros.
Yeah. And
but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to wearing hoodies. I love wearing hoodies. They're comfortable. I'm honestly looking forward to colder mornings now.
Yeah.
Like, and then like the afternoon, there's like sun, but it's not like
where you like take off your hood. You can still wear jeans. Like you get up, you wear jeans and a hoodie, but then it starts warming up and you take off your hoodie. Like that's perfect.
Oh,
that's absolutely perfect.
That is the one thing I was looking for today. I wore a long sleeve shirt with my Stripe Hive shirt underneath. I ripped that off, and that was just such a lovely feeling. Right. It wasn't too hot. It was like 75 degrees out when I left school at 3 today.
Yeah.
So it was
middle
really
of
nice.
October, man. I fucking love that shit, man.
Fucking wait till October, bro.
Speaking of middle of October, that's when your boys are getting back together again. We're gonna be meeting up. Wartburg homecoming, right? Wartburg homecoming. Yeah.
Yes,
so we're gonna be meeting up. You guys will be seeing me, Tommy, Max, Gage, the whole gang.
The whole gang
back together on the weekend of October 13th through the 15th. So be prepared. Get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn ready. You're gonna be seeing some lovely videos. You're gonna be seeing just honestly 4 dudes having a good time.
4 dudes in a beanbag.
4 dudes in a bean.
You know who you are.
If you know, you know. Yeah, no, it's just gonna be good to just honestly go back up to Wartburg. I am still in touch with a few
I'm
few
excited
people
to see Max and Gage's dorm. Have you seen it?
Dude. I have not. They're in Knights Village. I'm happy. I'm still in touch with a couple of people up at Wartburg. It'll be nice to see them. It's obviously be nice to see Max and Gage again. The last time that us 4 hung out together was my birthday. It'll be nice to see them again. I mean, it'll be just nice. It's gonna be a lot of alcohol drink, and I really hope that we delete a lot of shit.
Yeah,
it'll be fun. But yeah, no, but for us 4, that's the next time all 4 of us gonna be together. It makes it a little harder for
no way Max is gonna go home and see Sydney that weekend because that's homecoming. That's homecoming. He better not.
He fucking better. I mean, he will have acquired. He will Saturday night. He will have to be back by midnight again. Because he has a choir thing, and then for if you guys who don't know, especially with I know it's definitely with Wartburg choirs, but there is a curfew that nothing that will intoxicate you, either alcohol or any kind of drugs, in your system. You cannot intake that past 12:08, past midnight. So yeah, in order for them
same day.
Sure, because technically midnight is technically the next day.
Yeah.
So yeah, once midnight happens, they have to start sobering up and getting ready, especially because they have a really big concert that I know Gage will probably not see 50% of his dorm. So anyway, but yeah, it'll be nice to see the boys again. It'll be nice to see all the people up there. Pretty sure we're going to catch that Wartburg homecoming game. I really hope that it's anyone but Central, because Central is going to have them coming out for blood. But
but it'll be a fun time regardless. But
100%.
Yeah, that really wraps up everything we had to say on episode number 18. You guys can catch us on our Instagram, Strive Hive Podcast, all lowercase, all one word. I know Tommy already said that. But you can follow me on Instagram at IggyJ24. Follow Tommy on Instagram at Tombo_legend_67. I have a fitness account, PT Jagger, and another apparel account, JI Strive Apparel. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to give us feedback. Hit the like button, dislike button, comment on anything that you guys want us to talk about, so on and so forth. And that's really all we got, right, Tommy?
Yep, that's all I've got. Just be sure to keep in touch with us, follow us, and we're gonna start getting back into sending more updates on Instagram. Like Jagger said in the beginning of the episode, we have been a little busy. I've been at school for every day. I usually don't get home till like 4:30, 5 o'clock, because I have to drive 35 minutes to campus. But yeah, just so make sure you guys are subscribed on YouTube to hear any about, and hit that bell to just to like keep us updated when episodes post. But that's all I've got.
That's all I got too. So we will catch you guys next week on episode number 19, Nasty 19. Later.